Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to Risk of Rain. So, kind of part 2 of the previous episode, I'm just gonna see if I can chain this episode for as long as possible. I'm regretting my decision to get rid of the key instead of the clock, but at the same time, clock is probably gonna save our ass better than anything else. So, we are on to kind of endless mode, and that's a problem. A, we need to find that teleporter stat, because actually, this specific level is, I would argue, the hardest level in the game. Why? Because A, you're not supposed to be fighting these enemies here. B, mostly, you're not supposed to be playing this level on this high of a difficulty. So, I'm probably going to just do this level, maybe the next level, kind of depends what we get. I mean, I guess once we get in there, I don't really have much of a choice. But, looks like we got a lot of loot though, so we can get quite the boost just by sticking around. We can also get a lot of drones. Does beg the question, are the drones actually going to be worthwhile? No idea. But here's hoping. Let's get up there. Also, higher difficulty seems to spawn more monsters, so that's a thing too. It's actually one of the reasons why I want to get good at doing monsoon difficulty, because the thing about monsoon is, despite the fact that it is harder, more enemies spawn just baseline, and so you can actually rely on that to make more money, get better items, and it ends up being easier, especially by the last level, give or take. Also, apparently a wandering vagrant spawned already. Well, gotta avoid that. Looks like there's a pretty high density of... Oh, I've never run into that before. A colored boss? Sound racist for saying it that way, but at the same time, I don't know. Racially colorblind? Question mark? So, ow. We're probably going to die here. And if I do, this will actually just get tacked on to the previous episode. So if you're still watching from there, hi? Question mark? But I don't even know why I say that half the time. So, one thing I will say is, I think I would like to get my hands on a second Hapu feather, because we only have one. And if I could get multiple, it'll probably help me out more. So I want to kill that wandering vagrant. So one thing I could do is, as soon as he gets close to the ground, and I'm not really letting him, I could just go in for a wombo combo. The other thing, oh Jesus. Note to self, don't stick around, you will get smoked. And not the good way. Okay, so let's escape over this direction for at least a little while. I'll just charge that, do this. I'm noticing, since patch 1.2 dropped, they've been much more, okay, this is actually a perfect situation for me right now. Get a lot of health up, and just churn through everybody. Okay, and bam, and bam, and bam, bam, bam. We've got such a high lightning zone and ice crystals and whatnot that we're in a really good position. We haven't killed anybody in a little while. So this is why I went with that clock. As much as the key would have helped me out initially on this level, we really don't need it. It's mostly just kind of an early convenience type thing. I am actually quite injured here. Okay, well, I'm probably going to be fine fighting just these guys. Kind of hard to tell who's here, and that's always a concern. Okay, well, there's our money, and nobody's spawning, so at this point, I'm actually going to go over here to get a second leech seed, missile, or guardian heart. I'm going to go with the guardian heart. Just a little bit more tankiness can go a long way. I'm surprised our drone is still alive. What kind of drone is this? Oh, it's the, like, shitty, pitiful ones. Well, okay, first and foremost, I need to get these ones. Then we can get over here. Wow, this is actually pretty easy. Okay, so, you know that second Hapu feather I was asking for? Bam! And, I'll come back for it if I can do it again. There are other ones, but at the same time, that's probably in the most ideal positioning out of all of them. Okay, that's quite the group over here. Let's see if I can kill as many of them as possible in a short period of time. Let's get over here and see if I can hit this guy. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, now we are a indomitable wrecking machine. As soon as I get the combo going, we are very hard to kill. I just gotta... Unfortunately, we don't do enough damage. A lot of our killing... Oh, well, there goes our drone. Oh, well. Honestly, that doesn't surprise me that much. I was not expecting our drone to really live past a certain point here. And that was it. And there go both our drones. Well, first, use item. I'll get a key. It's not like I'm going to use it. Next, this. And a lightning field generator wouldn't be bad. Ukulele wouldn't be bad. I'm going to go with more teddy bears. Less damage I take, better off I'm going to be. The crit healing... What the hell are you doing over here? Well, luckily, I can actually get to you. Otherwise, you could actually potentially ruin a run. Just based on your bullshit location. So now we've divided and conquered pretty substantially here. Let's just use this. And I could stop time if I really wanted to, and I'll do it if I'm running into trouble. But luckily, that's just a basic type of enemy. Boink! And we've got a couple of rough and tumble Lemurians here. I'm a little bit concerned about what's up above us, but I feel semi-confident here. Okay. And we've got a little bit of loot over to the left. Only a little. I mean right. Really, it's just that one chest here. Oh, what do we get? Use item. I don't even care. Gambling Shrine. Gambling Shrine? Gambling Shrine. Okay. Crit. And nothing. And I'm not going to spend any more money there. There are more Gambling Shrines above, and I don't think my odds improve for not winning on a Gambling Shrine multiple times. None of the drones are worthwhile. I've got several Hapu feathers. 1, 2, 3. Yeah! Okay. Wouldn't mind getting more of those just for sheer mobility, but at the same time, that important. And we got a bunch of these guys. Well, that's going to be largely tolerable. We've got... Yeah, one of these guys hurts. Holy crap. Glad I went with the shark's teeth. Actually, I will admit, with the way things go, I'm not opposed to... I'm not opposed to just piling on the shark's teeth, especially for the enemies we're up against here. Because we want to avoid those claps. Those claps hurt like the dickens. Like, holy shit, I am almost dead. Apparently I got a fair amount of health from that. I'm still taking some amount of damage from everything. Okay. Yeah, those claps hurt. Yeah, he could kill me. In a couple of hits. Interesting. Blue Colossus summons jellyfish instead. That's unexpected, admittedly. Well, luckily I've got... Oh, it's the jellyfish that are doing so much damage to me. That is actually a serious problem. At the very least, I can kind of stay above and away from them. But I think what I'm going to do is get them close again, and then stop time. Is this good time for stopping time? Okay. Luckily, all of these jellyfishes have such shit for health that I can kind of just focus on taking out the Colossus in as short of a period of time as possible. Unfortunately, as soon as those lightning fields go away, I am unable to do a lot of damage. Luckily, I heal pretty quick, because our crit has got to be somewhere along the lines of... Where are our glasses? It's kind of pitiful. Oh boy. That's a lot of jellyfishes. I'm going to have to avoid getting close to them. Luckily, I actually have a higher damage zone than they do. Wow, really? Okay, shark's teeth. Shark's teeth, or monster tooth, whatever. They look like shark's teeth to me. But the monster teeth are probably going to be better just because, admittedly, I am trying to make it a habit of not being remotely close to anything that would kill me. And I'm doing a fair amount of damage here, which is pretty encouraging. I would not mind getting at least one more. Oh, by the way, see those X's that show up on the enemies? That's the hit list going. So let's go with monster tooth, I guess. Or crit. I will go for the crit because I like the monster teeth, but otherwise, not a lot of things. He hurts. Honestly, most enemies seem to do like butt tons of damage at this difficulty, which does create interesting problems. Okay. And then the teleporter's over here. I got a lot of cash, but not a really large amount of reason to use it. Let's just open up this chest. What do we get? Probably should have put some points into the 56 leaf clover. Can you think of it? Oh well. Leech seeds aren't bad, shackles aren't bad. Most of these are kind of meh right now. I'm just gonna keep putting them into the teddy bears, trying to reduce... Oh shoot, we're going on the next level, I guess. Well, we'll see what happens. Damn caverns. Okay, this is gonna be exciting. Damn caverns are usually kind of hard. Oh well, it's not like the difficulty can get higher than this. So we've got 1 chest, 2 chests, redfish, bluefish. So most enemies here are going to do enough damage to just kind of like wreck my day up. So I'm just gonna head for the teleporter, see if I can find it. I'm not sure if it's gonna be on this level. At least we have all of the movement capabilities that we never had, so clearing a level like this is not nearly as slow and annoying as it used to be. Let's just go over here. Yeah. Seriously, triple jump plus hyped up movement speed, completely underrated in a game like this. Honestly, I kind of wish that the red whip was just standard, because it's just nothing beats it. Now, Shrines of Self-Sacrifice I would not mind using, especially because I can use it in conjunction with, well, never mind. I'm not gonna get the chance. Hello, boss. What? Well, here's what I'm gonna do. Just wail on them for a little while. I'm not hitting... I'm hitting one of them, not the other. So, I'm just gonna... I guess I should leave. I kind of wanted to do like a butt ton of damage to them, but not enough enemies had spawned, so... Oh well. Okay, so there's one crazy chest over there. Aiming to get over here. Worst comes to worst, I just kind of loop back around the other way. Because the problem is we're going to need like... holy crap. I'm almost dead, actually. Note to self, stop dicking around, Wanderbot. Yep. Yeah, it's especially bad with the mushrooms. Luckily, I can kind of rely on my launch or my yeah, I'm just gonna see them later. Here's the other thing is if I can just mess around for like half a minute, all the enemies are gonna be done spawning, and then I won't have to worry about half of this stuff. Of course, if I die before then, well, honorable death, I guess. Yep. Holy crap, enemies do a lot of damage. Avoid the mortar dudes. Okay, I haven't killed a single freaking thing this entire level. Oh, this is a problem. Boink! Well, at the very least, I kind of fight some of them down below. I guess divide and conquer is a more than viable strategy here. Especially because I am very injured. You know, come to think of it, getting a couple of those mushrooms wouldn't have been a bad idea. Or not mushrooms, a couple of sprouting eggs wouldn't have been a bad idea. But then again, I don't spend a whole lot of my time outside of combat anymore. What's up, dudes? How you doing? Uh-oh. He teleported into an interesting and inconvenient location. Let's see, and... how much damage? He does a fair amount of damage. Oh, crap, yeah, he does. So what I need to do, get down here. It's not exactly what I would call the best of timing, but it'll have to do. So I gotta watch out for the mushroom damage zones. They will brutally murder me. And do a lot of damage, damn. More goat's hooves might have actually been viable along the way here. Just trying to bait the mushroom in such a way that I can hit him without him hitting me. This is kind of the mediocre part of doing extending the gameplay. Because despite the fact that you get some really nice upgrades, you also end up running into near life or death situations against even the most basic types of enemies. Okay, watch out for the fire. We got 20 seconds before I can go. So all I'm gonna do is get over here. Oh, hey, there's a mushroom. I will kill him. But, like, even these mushrooms are at a significant chance of, like, killing me, despite my super souped up power-ups. Oh, well, I also got that shadow teleporter. Oh, hello. So I want to go with the knife, because killing him is really useful. You not teleport over to me, dude? You really not going to get over there. Anything I can do to do damage to him? But I'm gonna have to go around. Well, difficulty does not actually increase anymore. I keep repeating that to myself like some kind of weird mantra. But, I mean, really it is. Because, I don't know. No more difficulty increases, no problems, sort of. Well, that was butts. I was kind of hoping that I could, use my charge attack. Oh, those are the random bullets. So, the ceremonial knife I just picked up, the effect of it is, every time you kill an enemy, it fires off 4 seeking bullets to kill something else, which fits pretty much perfectly into what we're doing. AKA, killing enemies and using their death to benefit me. That sounds extraordinarily mercenary. Let's see if I can get them all to beeline over here. Just the ones that can come. Perfect. Now I'm going to take a little bit of damage from fire. Maybe it's already disappeared. I'm not entirely sure. I don't want to murder as many of them as possible. Wow, they're all dead. What do we get? Nothing. Let's avoid that damage. So the thing is... Okay, thank you, explosions. Thank you, lots of things here. You're making this a hell of a lot easier. If I can take out... Yeah, there we go. Perfect. So we do have some really useful tools that aren't exactly normally available to us at this level. Mainly hit list boosts our damage. Those crazy bullets that fly out of the ceremonial dagger, actually doing an amazing job of clearing enemies out. Damn, I'm really impressed. And we've got the lightning, we've got a lot of stuff here. So, as long as I'm kind of keeping this up, I have nothing to worry about. Okay, we get another one of these. So, pew pew lasers. We don't have a whole lot of ranged attacks, and I believe that pretty much factors into exactly what we want to do. So, you know what? A bunch of Lemurians like this, let's just wail on them to the, day is over. Okay, perfect. There's one 970 type item all the way up above. Not happy about this a little bit. I think I'm going to be fine. And I focus on just kind of murdering these guys. Jump strikes for justice, I guess, is going to make a comeback here. Because honestly, it just requires like a little bit of light jumping to kill these guys. It's like light reading, but not really. I might just, it's like I don't want to forsake that chest, but at the same time, I'm not entirely sure if I want to make the walk. Not because it's dangerous, but because I am incredibly lazy right now. Despite the fact that I'm making this entire trip purely so I can power up even more, like some kind of idiot. Okay, missiles. I don't think I have missiles yet. Either that or golden gun. I'm gonna go with golden gun. Honestly, anything that improves my base damage right now, passively, is exactly what we need. Freaking Lemurians, we've got a pair of... Okay, they do a lot of damage, which is kind of a problem. But I do kill them fast enough. It's not as big of one as you'd think. And pew pew lasers, not actually nearly as nice as I thought it was going to be, but it is a pretty good item. The headsman axe would probably be my next goal. Okay, let's murder these guys while we're here, get the hit list going. Interestingly enough, hit list does not seem to have an effect on time stop time, which is problem, sort of. Luckily, this boss is... Nope. I'm leaving. Okay. I'm going shopping. See you guys later. So, currently we're injured, and, I don't feel like gambling with stuff too much. Just gonna go with the fruit. Go with, another egg. Doesn't help that much, but it makes me feel better. Okay, let's go back and get that singular chest that I think I've left behind. Nope, there are two. Okay, that makes things a little bit better. I could go with a goat's hoof, or I could go with crits. Honestly, crits are probably going to help too. I guess the problem is we're running two completely separate builds. One for boosting our base damage as much as possible. The other, critting so we can heal. And, I don't know. I don't even know what the Dead Man's Foot does. All the other ones are kind of worthless to me too. So, teddy bears it is. Because if I can make it so I barely take any damage, we've got like 6 of them. I think it caps off at 10. Could be wrong about that, but yeah, taking 50% damage, I think is what we're at, because it's 14 plus 7 for each. So 5 times 7, 35. Yeah, so we're at 49% damage. So we take about 50%. I think it caps off somewhere around like 80. But we've got our timepiece, so I can focus on killing that freaking mushroom, if at all possible. There we go. And then go for this one. Now these guys hurt a little bit. Luckily... Oh, shoot, there were more enemies than I thought there were. I think they just spawned. Come to think of it. Okay, so... either when I killed the Ancient Wisp, they exploded out, or... other stuff. I don't know. But either way, if you notice, we've got 10 kills on the... Oh, crap. Okay, Leech Seed. This. Okay, grab him, grab him, grab him. I guess we're just looping back through. Well, that works for me, I guess. I had to press X to get the chests. They were very not conveniently placed. Okay, so here's one of those where actually I don't know. It's one of those where it's like I could actually go all the way back through a second time around. It would give us a really nice power boost. Only problem being once we got to the temple right before the final level, might get our ass kicked. That area tends to be a little bit on the dangerous side of things. Also, I think, despite the fact that the difficulty is maxed out, the difficulty still does increase the number of time, you know, by the number of times you've been through an area. I don't know. That's an interesting question I've never really experienced with. Also, I'm apparently doing damage to them. Weird. So, getting up to 2,000 cash, $2,000 would probably be, well, honestly, getting tens of thousands of dollars at this point is fairly easy, especially because I got one singular point in the coin purse. But note to self this time, do not fight the boss on the shrine. Okay, looks like it's the Wandering Vagrant and the Scavenger, which is actually going to be a serious problem. The Scavenger's kind of a dick. He's got a lot of really powerful attacks that I don't like. I'm just gonna kind of go on an adventure, go over here, go all over everywhere. Looks like most of the chests are actually, you know, left to the bottom, which, better or worse. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, fight them over here, if at all possible. We do kind of want to let them spawn, and I don't want to... Well, actually, the thing is, I can let them all spawn in the same location, and actually works out fairly well for me. Because the thing is, jump strikes for justice work pretty well. I'm glad I got the Guardian Shield. But, okay, there comes back. Is it really only 120 shield? It's pretty pitiful. Note to self, just get a second infusion. Probably going to be better. I also need to use that. So, I think what I'm going to do is do the really stupid thing of hang out purely around here and see if I can get most of the enemies I'm fighting to show up in this singular area. Why? Because as soon as that time limit is up, I can go into time stop mode and kill like all of them. And that's going to help substantially. Because they'll all be in one place for my crazy damage to die. And, okay. Perfect, time stop. Perfect. Because here's the thing. Wow, my frame rate is dead. Holy shit. See these ice circles? This is exactly what I was talking about with crazy kill moves. Okay. Whoa, that was nuts. I'm going to put another point into this. It's apparently amazing. I'm also going to put some into soldier syringes, especially because I haven't put any points into them yet. Wow! Okay, so I took one hit from a regular sand crab, and it took off all of my health. That is, I guess, the risk you take when you go this far into the game. Honestly, I'm still pretty okay with how everything turned out, purely because it's kind of ridiculous and I enjoyed it. But, well, such is my lesson for hubris. So, honestly, that was pretty fun. Just note to self, first, you only really need one Guardian Shield. 2, more than that is dumb. Lots of infusions are a good idea. Maybe a second Red Whip. And, you know, get a build done. Probably play co-op, too. Having 2 people would help. You know, just in case you do die like that, like an idiot. Either way, though, I will see you guys on the next episode of Risk of Rain, where we will, I don't know, maybe play the chef again. I think the chef would actually be really entertaining a second time around, especially with boomerang strike through cleavers. So, see you guys then, and as always, thanks for watching.